is going to show you how to submit a project in the student view. So I'm actually logging on. This is my student account right here, not my instructor with the student view, but an actual student account, which I believe I've set up for everybody. I have mine automatically defaulting to the activity list. I'm going to go ahead and click on this first Word project. Okay, so I'm going to download the instructions. Now, I'm doing this because I would suggest that you do this and have something ready prior to you going out on a sales call so that you can show them the remediation plan as well as the detailed feedback. Okay, so I'm also going to download my start file. So now I've got instructions here. Okay, so these are my instructions, which I'm actually going to move to my other screen. You don't need to see those. And here I'm going to enable editing, and this is the starting document for this project. So the first thing that the instruction file has them do, I'll move that over so you could see this. I'll close out of this stuff. Sorry. The first thing it has them do is it has them change it to the name with a 2 instead of a 1. So you can see that my document is called Alex Hansen _1. All I need to do now is go File, File, Save As. I'm going to put this on my desktop just so that I can find it later. You can put yours wherever you want, but the important thing is here we need to change this from a 1 to a 2. Okay, and then that file will be submitted. Now, keep in mind that there is a lot of encryption that goes on underneath the hood, as I say it, so that the student can't share their work with another student. Okay. All right, so the first step asks them to do the blog title, Film Buff Blog in bold. So I'm just going to go over to the document and I'm going to bold this. Okay, I'm not going to bother you with all these things, but I'm going to follow a couple of the project steps. Okay, I have followed a couple of the directions. I've changed the font for a couple of things. I actually underlined here even though it told me to bold. So in this one, the font is too small. So there's a couple of things that I actually haven't done right on here, and I did that on purpose. I'm going to go ahead and save that. Yes, I can save that. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to submit it. Okay, so here I'm back at SAM. I'm going to choose my file, go to my desktop, and find that file. Okay, so here's the file that I've just completed, and I'm going to go ahead and submit that. It's going to come back and say no viruses. The file format is what it was expecting, as was the file size. So at this point, I am done. Now I'm going to cruise on over here to the Reports tab. And here is my project that I've just completed today. So I'm going to download the report. Now remember, I'm a student, so this is exactly what I'm going to do. Download this report, and this is what I get. All right, so these are the steps that were included in the instruction guide. There were 12 steps. I'm just going to show you over here that this is the actual instruction file, and you can see, boom, there are 12 steps. So you know we're on the right track. Now, what it tells me is what I've done right and how many points I earned for that and what things I did wrong. So I know that rank number 10, I decreased the font size and I did it actually too little, but there were things that I did right. So you can see, you can get the general idea of what I've done right and what I've done wrong. And then, this is very cool about SAM, it gives me, this is actually a picture of what my file was, and it tells me right here. So the grading engine said step 3, the text rank 10 should be 11-point font. I know that I changed that to a 10-point font. Okay, and so all along, do you see, all I'm doing is highlighting this, and it tells me in step 11, this is what I should have done, right? In step 5, this should have been bold. Well, I underlined it, so I screwed up, right? This is very cool. Now I'm going to come back to my reports tab, and I'm also going to show you that this is my study guide. And what it means by study guide is for the things that I did not do well, it's going to give me the training task associated. So here you can see I did not do one thing that was, and it should have been bolded, right? Okay, so then the next thing was that I should have changed the font size, right? So I can click right here and it's going to take me back to the training so that I can learn to do exactly what it is that the instructions asked me to do. Now it's going to take me, okay, it's going to take me right into the training for how to bold that text. And you can see there's many different ways, but probably as a student, I would just cruise on over here.
Select the text Best Ice Cream on the Planet in the third body paragraph.
I would know how to do that in the project.
In the font group.
So that gives you the idea. But these are the things that we love about SAM. Not only were you given the report back with a grading engine that showed you exactly what you did wrong, but now here's the remediation steps. You notice I don't have 12 things to do. There were things that I did right, so those things that I did right are not listed here, but the things that I did not do well, it gives me those trainings for, so it's very adaptive. Okay, I think you should do that in your own account so that you're prepared to show that to an instructor.